Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to day 27 of Quran in a Year Plus, where we learn to look at the world and live life through the lens of the Quran. Today we're going to be looking at verses 246 to 249 from Surah Al-Baqara. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. ألم تر إلى الملأ من بني إسرائيل من بعد موسى إذ قالوا لنبي له ابعث لنا ملكا نقاتل في سبيل الله قال هل عسيتم إن كتب عليكم القتال ألا تقاتلوا قالوا وما لنا ألا نقاتل في سبيل الله وقد أخرجنا من ديارنا وأبنائنا فلما كتب عليهم القتال تولوا إلا قليلا منهم والله عليم بالظالمين. Don't you know, O Prophet, about those nobles from Bani Israel after the time of Musa, who said to a prophet of theirs, "Set up for us a king and we will fight alongside him in Allah's path." The Prophet replied, "It may be that if Allah makes fighting obligatory, you're not going to fight." They denied his suspicion and insisted that they would follow through. What would stop us from fighting in Allah's path when our enemies have removed us from our homes and have taken our children as prisoners? We will fight to restore our homeland and free our prisoners. Yet when Allah made fighting obligatory on them, they all turned away without remaining loyal to what they promised except a few of them. Allah knows the wrongdoers who broke their promise and turned away from what He commanded, and He will punish them for that. وقال لهم نبيهم إن الله قد بعث لكم طالوت ملكا قالوا أنى يكون له الملك علينا ونحن أحق بالملك منه ولم يؤت سعة من المال قال إن الله اصطفاه عليكم وزاده بسطة في العلم والجسم والله يؤتي ملكه من يشاء والله واسع عليم. Their prophet told them, Allah has appointed Saul as your king, under whose banner you must fight. Their leaders defiantly objected to this choice and said, "How can he rule over us when we have a greater right to rule than he does, since he is not from a royal progeny and has not been given vast wealth which he can use in his rule?" Their prophet replied, "Allah has selected him over you and has given him great knowledge and physical strength. Allah grants authority to whomever He wishes under His wisdom and mercy. Allah is bountiful and grants to whomever He wishes. He knows which among His creations is most deserving." وقال لهم نبيهم إن آية ملكه أن يأتيكم التابوت فيه سكينة من ربكم وبقية مما ترك آل موسى وآل هارون تحمله الملائكة إن في ذلك لآية لكم إن كنتم مؤمنين. Their prophet told them that the mark of his being truly chosen as their king was that Allah would return to them the ark. This was a chest revered by Bani Israel, which was taken away from them. In it there was tranquility, and it contained relics left behind by the family of Musa and Harun, such as the staff and a few tablets. In that there is a clear sign if you truly are believers. فلما فصل طالوت بالجنود قال إن الله مبتليكم بنهر فمن شرب منه فليس مني ومن لم يطعمه فإنه مني إلا من اغترف غرفة بيده فشربوا منه إلا قليلا منهم فلما جاوزه هو والذين آمنوا معه قالوا لا طاقة لنا اليوم بجالوت وجنوده قال الذين يظنون أنهم ملاقو الله كم من فئة قليلة غلبت فئة كثيرة بإذن الله والله مع الصابرين. When Saul, Talut, set out with his warriors, he told them, Allah will test you with the river. If anyone drinks from it, he will not be on my path and must not join me in fighting. The person who does not drink from it will be on my path and will join me in the fight. If someone drinks a handful of water, this will be forgiven. When they reached the river, all the warriors drank from its water except a few who held back despite being extremely thirsty. After Saul had crossed the river with the believers, some of the warriors said, "We do not possess the ability to fight Goliath and his army." Those who were convinced and certain that they would meet Allah on the Day of Judgment replied, "How many are the instances of believing groups, small in number, defeating a larger group of disbelievers with Allah's permission and assistance. Victory is based on faith and not numbers. Allah is with the patient ones among His slaves, assisting them and leading them to victory." These verses, they highlight a negative quality that's there among people, which is that people will be critical at times, that why aren't we doing this and we can be doing better. But then when the time comes to actually put action and bring about change, they're nowhere to be found. And they're the ones who back away. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He chose Saul, He chose Talut. And the people objected to it because he was not somebody who was wealthy. And this is one of the values that society has, that they look that leadership is based on wealth and status. And many times people are appointed in positions of leadership because of their wealth and their status. But that is not the true quality of leadership. Allah the Almighty, the All-Wise, He highlights that Saul was given knowledge and strength. And these are the qualities of leadership, that a person has knowledge first and foremost. Secondly, they have the ability to implement that knowledge and to be patient upon that path, that they are the ones who are the most skilled to be able to bring about the desired result. Now, Talut, as he's appointed, he wants to make sure that in his army are people who are actually going to stand the test of time. They're not going to back down when things get difficult. So Allah the All-Wise, He tests them through the drinking of the water, that they're allowed to drink only a handful. And most of the people fail the test. And those are not the individuals that are needed, because they are going to hold the army back. They are not the ones who are going to encourage and strengthen the morale of the army. Rather, they are the ones who are going to discourage individuals and the ones who are going to turn back once things get difficult. As their army shrinks even further and they see the enemy in front of them, naturally the response is going to come that how are we going to be able to overcome this? And we want to look in our own situations, that how many times do we respond in that way? We might see a certain project in front of us or a cause, and then we look and we're like, how are we going to be able to make this a reality? How am I going to succeed in this endeavor? How is this project going to become a reality? But look at the response of those individuals who were certain in the meeting with Allah. They said, كم من فئة قليلة غلبت فئة كثيرة بإذن الله والله مع الصابرين. That how many times has it been that the weaker party, the smaller party, was able to overcome the larger party with the permission of Allah, and Allah is with those individuals who are patient, who are resilient, who are steadfast, who keep on going. And this is such a powerful mentality for us as Muslims to adopt. We see the challenges in front of us. We see the difficulties that at times I might be the only one, or I have a few people with me, and we are trying to do good. We're trying to establish a project. We're trying to work for the sake of Allah. And even in the mindset, I might be trying to start a business. I might be trying to do things for the greater good. But I don't have numbers on my side. But we remind ourselves that it is not our numbers and it is not us that brings things into existence. Rather, it is Allah Azza wa Jal. That their mindset, that it is with the permission of Allah, the ones with fewer resources are able to overcome those obstacles. And Allah is with those individuals who are willing to put in the effort, be patient, and continuously put in the effort day in and day out, and Allah brings the result for them. And we will see tomorrow that what was the result of their patience despite being outnumbered, despite facing such a massive challenge in front of them. So as we walk away from today's episode, we want to look at two things. Number one is, as I grow in my knowledge, I want to be able to implement that as well. That how can I implement that which I learn? Because that sets up a person to be a leader. That they're able to implement and act on the information that they have. Secondly is, am I adopting that mindset? Do I believe that we can overcome, that I can establish this project with the help of Allah? And then at the same time, am I willing to put in the effort to make that a reality? May Allah, the All-Knowing, bless us with beneficial knowledge. May He make us amongst those who implement that knowledge. I'll see you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.